After your narrow escape from the volcano, you mull over what you learned at the summit. The truth about the dragon and the medicine, what the Ivory Order and Sherwin are actually after, and Vince's dying warning about Dragon Tear destroying the world.
You know, if they'd actually just told us from the beginning, none of this would have happened.
You decide to return to the village of the sick to try and make sense of everything.
Return to the village of the sick. These recaps are great spots to stop and start videos. Yeah, they would be. I'll have to see how I edit this. I don't think I got the chance in the beginning of the game because I think I was grinding a little bit. We'll see once we get there. Hey, remember the royal treasure, the medicine to help the queen. What about her stomach issue now? Was that dragon tear that she was drinking? It could have been. Okay, so it looks like we're going back to town. I wonder if we actually... No, there's no way we get to talk to the Ivory Order folks. And to the village of the sick. So what are the flip sides anyways? They're bonus story for characters.
I'm exhausted, says Riddis. She certainly looks it. Bruno is silent and looks deep in thought. As you head into the village after your friends, another headache splits your skull. This place. Something about it is triggering a memory that feels like it's trying to claw its way out of your brain. Let's rest up at the inn, suggests Melanie, taking in everyone's state.
Rest your weary bones at the village of the sick inn. Alright. Well, did I want to switch the party around? Maybe, yeah. Because I think it's time to bring Bruno into the mix. Because he's got the big heal. I wish the heal moves that they had scaled with your damage. Okay. Actually, I'm going to say never mind. Reason being, there might be another town. Either that or the next... I guess we can check the collection. That's the easiest way to do it. Maybe not, actually. Because it looks like there's enough space... It looks like there's enough space for one of each weapon type, except for swords. How are the combat gloves? Like, to some degree, I'm probably going to want to get all of them anyway. Hey, I wonder, did you get the legendary sword? I haven't yet. I'm 4,000 gold short. What even skills does Bruno have? Because he has Bull Rush, which is just as good. It just as good as Mars equal hit. I'm gonna get him his weapon, because we're gonna have to buy it anyway. Getting him Devil Hands increases his damage by a fair bit. Yeah, there's also the Dark Mail. Let's see. Let's give him some more defense if I wanted to, but no, let's go with the Devil Hands. Buy and equip. Because, yeah, we still have to find a legendary weapon for each of the characters. I don't know where that's going to be, and that's probably going to take a little while. And I'm hoping the last group of enemies are actually pretty tough. Or not tough, pretty lucrative. Because we also have to farm them to get up to max level. Which is going to take... yeah, it's going to take a little while. I thought I was like level 25 or 26, and the answer is nope.
You must fancy yourself quite the eccentric coming here, the innkeeper drones, as if incensed by your very presence. Stay if you want to stay, the innkeeper continues, utterly disinterested in even attempting to sell you on a room.
Huh. Well, I mean, that saves me some money.
At dinner time, you and your friends gather around the table. For a while, it's quiet, but then Melanie speaks up. Now that the dragon's been defeated, she says, what are we going to do?
How do you answer?
I want to learn a little more about this island, you say. Bruno agrees with you. They call this place Mount Medica. Something tells me there are still secrets to uncover. In truth, the Ivory Order wanted to capture the dragon alive, but Sherwin killed him. You can't help feeling the Ivory Order is still hiding something about this island, the dragon and the medicine. Whether you go after the Ivory Order or investigate the island, first and foremost, you need information. The Overseer should be pretty knowledgeable about the island, reasons Melanie. You decide to pay a visit to the Overseer after a good night's rest.
Artie's HP is fully restored. Hear what Seal 4, the self-proclaimed overseer of the Village of the Sick, has to say. Right, because he was creepy.
Selfor, the village headman come overseer, comes out to welcome you. After detailing what happened atop the volcano, you ask him to tell you everything he knows about this island. So, the dragon's tears are the medicine's main ingredient, he muses.
What do you ask Seal 4? Let's deal with this island.
You ask Selfor what the deal with this island is. After a moment, he begins speaking in a quiet voice. He tells you about the medicine factory here on the island that the Ivory Order oversees, and that this village was founded in order to provide a steady supply of human test subjects. Now that you know the truth about the island and the village, you turn to Selfor and pose further questions.
Human test subjects for their new medicine. So that's why they're all addicted to it. Because they really have been overdosing.
What do you mean, testing new medicine, you ask? Selfor explains that before the Ivory Order sends any of its medicines out to the greater world, they test them here first. With all the new medicines they're constantly prescribed, the villagers here suffer strange side effects. All except Selfor, who says he's exempt from the tests on account of being in charge of the village on the Order's behalf.
This is messed up.
Probing further, you ask, and the Ivory Order forced the dragon to make medicine at that factory? I'm almost positive they did, he replies. That explains why the Order wanted to capture him, says Bruno, understanding dawning on his face. But if that's the case, why did Sherwin flout the Order and kill the dragon? You're still missing the final piece of this puzzle. Sometimes we get people who try to escape, he says, his gaze dropping. The Order always catches them. This is horrible, says Melanie, a harrowed look on her face. You know the abandoned house at the western edge of the village? Well, once upon a time, a family of 4 lived there. As Selfor speaks, you feel all the blood drain from your body. There's Something I'd like to see for myself at that house, you say, your brow creased. At the uncharacteristically somber look on your face, Melanie, Rittis, and Bruno give silent nods.
Make your way to the abandoned house to the west of the village of the sick. That's our house.
You stand before the dilapidated house. It looks like no one's lived here for a long, long time. You open the door and go inside, your gaze roving across the dusty space. Your eyes land on a progression of horizontal notches on the lower section of a support beam, markings to measure a child's growth. And carved into the beam beside the markings are your and Mar's names.
Wait, what if Mar was a sibling? Like an actual human sibling, but the medicine actually straight up turned Mar into that. So it's not that Mar is like a dragon baby, they're a mutant human.
Seeing your names unleashes a flood of memories you hadn't realized you'd kept locked away.
That's some FMA shit right there. Do we actually get some illustrations? Nope. Can we go home? It's getting really dark. Yeah, let's go. Return home. But look around the town first. What is at the elder's house? I better head home. Yeah, this is some Edward business right there. Oh, Mara's a sister. Not a brother. We're back. Welcome home. Oh, look at you two, caked in mud again. Huh? What kept you out so late? Mara hid so well, so it took me ages to find her. Heh, I'm the hide-and-seek champion. You're my snot-nosed little sister is what you are. Yeah, you're just mad at me because I always find you super fast. Haha. Alright. Settle down, you little terrors. I swear you twins are the only ones who can keep up with yourselves. Now, go get changed for dinner. Wow. Is this watery soup really all there is again? The whining won't change that, I'm afraid. But I want more. There isn't going to be enough to fill me up at all. I know, but we just can't afford to buy anything else. But it won't be like this forever. You'll see. This is a nice Yoko Taro twist. Several days later. Now I want you, the two of you, to hold onto my hands no matter what, alright? It's pitch black outside. Where are we going? Hurry, we can't let them find us. Escape subject spotted. Securing at once. Yep. Give me more medicine. The effects of this new medicine spiral too much out of hand. It's a failure. What are you waiting for? Jeez. I'm not going to read that. This one's no good either. Pitiful. What happens to the ones who try to flee? What are the findings for the medicine those twins were given? Look at the girl. She's transforming into a monster. So she's a non-match for the medicine. Only an undiluted solution of dragon tear can cure her now. This one isn't exhibiting any signs of transformation. You should have enough to make her report to the mausoleum for now. I'll never understand why they chose to build the factory on this island at the mausoleum. So out of the way. What should we do with the twins? Dispose of them? Nah. Leave them to die with their parents.
The trauma of what happened, combined with the effects of the medicine, spurred the loss of your memories. But now you remember the horror in full detail. Sobbing, you gather Mar in your arms. Melanie, Riddis, and Bruno just stand there in silence, absorbing the truth of your origins. Melanie, who knows all too well the pain of losing your parents, turns to you with tears on her cheeks. We have a lot in common, you and I. That's how we've made it this far together, she says softly.
At Melanie's words, you nod.
Moved by her kindness, you give her a silent nod. But I've still got farther to go, you say, scrubbing your face dry. As painful as those memories are, something the Ivory Order disciples said gave you hope. If you can get your hands on an undiluted solution of dragon tear, you can restore Mar to her human form.
Or turn her into a dragon.
And what was that about the place they called the Mausoleum? That's probably a good enough place as any to start looking for dragon tear. Melanie doesn't miss the determination that blooms on your face. Whatever it is you need to do, she says, I'm with you.
Time for a mission of vengeance. I like this game. I think the plot has been... I'm not going to say fully predictable. This twist has definitely got me a little... caught me a little bit by surprise. I was not expecting Mar to be a twin sister.
A giant boulder impedes the path. You stop, unable to go any farther. But when you turn around, who do you see but the Ivory Order trio? In a flash, you draw your weapons, but Hedwyn calls out, wait. Unlike the other times you've crossed paths, the trio doesn't seem keen on fighting you. You lower your weapons in response. Conveniently, you've got some questions for them anyway.
What do we ask them? What they want.
You demand to know what the Ivory Order wants. There's no reason to hide it any longer, begins Hedwyn. He tells you of the immense fortune the Order amassed by selling the medicine they forced the dragon to make on this island. And he confirms recapturing the dragon was the Order's true goal. The dragon's imprisonment on this island was a secret only the upper echelons of the Order were privy to. Even Queen Nilla didn't know.
Ask about... Sherwin? Sherwin.
You ask where Sherwin disappeared to after he killed the dragon atop the volcano. We too seek Sherwin, says Winifred. Atop the volcano, Sherwin swore to destroy that place. Hedwyn says he was talking about the mausoleum. Winifred ponders the question of why Sherwin would betray the Order and kill the dragon. Alas, we cannot get to the mausoleum with this in our way, Hedwyn says, gesturing to the giant boulder. Upon closer examination of the boulder, you see fissures spidering along its surface. Perhaps it was weakened by the earthquake caused by the volcano erupting. With the right approach, you might be able to force your way through after all.
What will you do? I'll break it, asked Bruno.
You ask Bruno to put his brawn to use and smash the boulder to smithereens.
I was hoping we'd get muscle supplement and then become beef Deckard.
He squares off in front of the giant stone. and strikes the fissure with a mighty knife-edged chop. Silence rings for a moment before the boulder crumbles to dust. The Ivory Order trio offers a curt thanks before hurrying on ahead. The jerks.
I still get the distinct feeling we're probably gonna fight them. Maybe not, if we just got the requirements for their flip sides. Which I should probably read those at some point.
And fight.
Okay. So that's a big boner. Six dark damage. Oh no, she's not the one that is resistant to dark damage. Do I do the roundhouse? I'll do the roundhouse. Hell yeah. That's the big hits that I'm looking for. Go Mar. Best girl. Oh, he even does like a karate chop with his attack. That's great. Bruno's Chris Redfield confirmed. I really got to sit down and play through the rest of the Resident Evil games. Are all of the monsters humans that were transformed? I don't think so. But yeah, what if Mar doesn't want to be cured? I mean, it's a possibility.
Watch out, your friends cry, as something comes hurtling straight at your face. But you keep your cool. Your friends gasp as you catch whatever it is before it clobbers you.
Hero's armor. Armor only the strong may don. Huh. That was not what I was expecting. Oh gosh. That treant looks terrifying? It must die. It's covered in darkness.
Work.
I mean, it's very clear. Oh yeah, even the fairy inside has been like just horrifying. Has been changed in a horrifying manner. Chop. Poor Shell inhaled her water. Sometimes she fancies her a fish. Life has other ideas. Ooh, that's a lot of money. Did the narrator literally just throw the endgame armor for the protagonist at you? Yes. And I love it. I'm really looking forward to doing tabletop board gaming again. Kind of soon. Kind of soon? At some point soon. Oh, not the endgame. So there's more endgame armor. Well, that does some big damage. There we go. If I remember right, he has a healing ability. I know both of these characters have healing abilities of some variety. Damn, this group's pretty good. A little slow compared to the enemies, but pretty good as far as damage goes. Aw. Oh, shoot, yeah. Okay, so he definitely does heal himself. Well, that's certainly going to make sustain easier. I could almost pair in the main character instead, but I wouldn't be able to use or abuse elemental weaknesses. There we go. I'm appreciating the music. Like, there's There's something about JRPG music that really does make or break him. If that makes sense. Now, do I want to just go for the full roundhouse? Nah. We're not nearly hurt enough to even consider healing at this point. Especially because a number of my characters heal themselves after their actions.
That was lucky.
I kept Ridis, the hero, and the witch in my party. Mar just is such a beast, though. But no, I can see that being a good party. I just like switching it up.
Nice work.
The witch is incredibly good, though. The music is nice, but it certainly gives the feel like the world is dying or something sad like that, at least to me. Well, I mean, but do you see all the monsters in this area? They are consumed by dark energy. Like, whatever's going on in the mausoleum is not good. Mar is good, but that tri-blade move is busted. The light move? Are we talking, spinning? Oh, tri-blade. 3 times damage. I guess I could see it. The main issue is farming up enough, skulls to get that. But I guess I could specifically have the witch farm extra gems. What else does she have? Because there's also, like, Deadly Mirage, which is another option. Nope. Let me guess, Mole Mountain?
You come across 2 men sitting on a...
It's the usual
you
thieves.
Lean in, stashed the goods away. That island shaped like a... right in the dragon's nostril. It sounds like the dragon.
Okay.
Your perseverance. You hastily grab a scrap
So I'm
of
just gonna
paper,
skip
write
ahead.
down what you've heard, and quietly sneak away.
I don't want to say I'm impatient, but we've heard it before, just slightly different clue. We have voice of cards, the Isle Dragon roars. Nostril. I just have to figure out which part of this could be nostril. What the hell is that part? Oh, I think this is the inside of the mouth. So I think the treasure is like all the way up here. There's something else. Oh yeah, there it is. So we haven't even gained the ability to get over to whatever that thing is. Okay. The one tragedy is because she goes first, we don't get to charge for the thunderstorm. I like the idea of the main character not actually fighting at the end of the game. Yeah, I mean, I've done it in a number of games. It's rare, though. Main characters usually are given enough perks that you want to keep them around. Either the biggest single target damage dealer, or they're just really tanky, or they have the best equipment, generally money can buy. Okay, she's certainly taken some hits. We'll pass. We're gonna go big heal. Oh, somebody had fun with that one. I gotta think of some games where I did not use the main character throughout the entire game. Main character is there. Mar is right there. I mean, they are. It is true. Mar is effectively one of the two main characters. You always assumed that they were kind of just the cute mascot character, not your literal twin. What animation did I just come in on? The power of love and healing. You go for the roundhouse? Hell yeah, I go for the roundhouse. Not enough. Oh, enough. Hit the weird freaky tree at the very least. They straight up did a Voltron formation, but in a heart position instead, which healed them. This game is weird, but it's great. I love it. Was I just fed a massive spoiler? You've shown up right at the end of the game. I guess I apologize about that. That is unfortunately one of the downsides of showing up to a stream. I apologize about that. I'm actually really sorry. I don't think I've ever had that happen before where I've, massively spoiled a game for someone. Do I want to just... No, let's just hit him. Hey, crits. Just enough to kill it, too.
That was lucky.
I don't know. I don't really know what to say about that, apart from that I am terribly sorry. Wow, that thing is tanky. Because, yeah, normally I have to worry about other people spoiling, spoiling everything for me. Why did the bot delete me? Unfortunately, the bot is on a hair trigger. If people start yelling all caps at me, it wipes them out. I totally sympathize, though. But yeah, 90% of the time, you know, I guess I could potentially spoil a game, for somebody that's, been waiting. But, rarely do people stumble into my streams and then catch a big spoiler. A should be the treasure.
You found a Stela, but upon further inspection, it doesn't appear to do anything special. But surely, it's not simply stood here for the sake of it. You make note of it in case you're told to seek out another Stela later.
And I figured that would be the nostril. But usually I have to dodge people actively trying to spoil big twists for me. I'm trying to mildly decide, how much would that actually ruin the game for me? Probably a lot. Now, if I do the roundhouse, I want to hit both of them. Because it's not quite enough damage to kill that guy, but we can kill it with a chop. Perfect. I should be able to kill him. Let's see. Do I have enough to frosty the... Yeah, I have enough to frosty the snow dude. Perfect. That's a big hit. Okay, what do we get? We get money. So is this not the nostril? Huh. I figured this would have been the nostril. Maybe I'll have to walk around. I remember dodging E5R. Spoilers like the plague since it released in Japan 5 months before the US. Yeah, I remember that. Oddly enough, I don't know if they're... like, weirdly enough, I don't think I had to dodge any. I just don't think... I don't think I ever got spoiled for P5R at all. Like, I wasn't really trying to dodge any spoilers for it. I just don't think anybody ever got the chance to for some reason. That's one of those things that really makes you rethink any part of the story that had interactions with Mar. I kind of... It's not so bad. Probably go for the heal at the very least. Yeah, from just turning in and not... knowing virtually nothing for the game, the spoiler didn't really spoil anything. If anything, it made me more interested in the story. It's, like, actually pretty good. Is the Nostril not that Lone Forest card? But I was there. Also, welcome to the Love Mecca. Ow. Well, at least Mar heals slowly. Maybe I would have been better off just killing him. But I mean, honestly, just having Bruno as the beastly healing machine is got some major potential behind it. Gosh, can these monsters give me more... more money, please? No? Maybe it's this one? Nope, it's the Stela. Is there a larger map? I can zoom out just slightly, unfortunately. But that's the extent of it. But no, I don't think there's an overview that I can get. Mainly because this is just the world map. Like, you can pan around freely whenever you want. Which is actually super nice. I wonder if I could... Ooh. I could try a completely different team combo if I wanted to. Now that I'm thinking about it. With the regular protagonist, the elf girl, and Mar. Because that would be really good for AoE machines. Because Bruno's got the big heal, but it takes some getting going. We definitely have to heal more, and we wouldn't have any of the fire weakness exploitation, though. Ah, if I get the sword, though, I think I'll go for it. And we get treasure. Treasure gives me a curative. I should figure out how full I am on items. Oh well, I think what I'm probably going to do is finish exploring this. Like there's, oh gosh, there is still a tremendous amount of mountain range left. And then that, like, weird area up there. Oh, we get a treasure chest with money. Oh, 1,000 gold away. Yeah, I think once we get 20,000 gold, I'll switch in the protagonist again.
Don't hold back.
Alright, Zephyr. You know, I'm just gonna hit this dude. Bruno's definitely getting up there in terms of my favorite game dudes list next to Sylvando from Dragon Quest XI. There is like a very real charm to beefy himbos with big hearts. Like I played a lot of games where they feature that trope. Ow. That's gonna hurt. Maybe not. But Sylvando, Bruno, Major Armstrong, kind of. I mean, Major Armstrong was, I think, a little bit more like uncle-ish. Or like maybe a little bit more dad energy as opposed to like beefy himbo friend. But I still think it counts. Kronk, yes. And, like, I really want to play a video game at some point where the protagonist is the beefy himbo. Mainly just because, like, I don't want to say that I'm, like, tired of this game's specific style of protagonist. Because I'm not. But it's kind of one of those where it's just, like, I love exploring other types of heroes. Narratively. Yeah. And no more pretty boys. I swear, Final Fantasy ruined JRPGs a little bit in that regard. Final Fantasy and anime. Who's that one guy in Final Fantasy who threw swords?
Nice work.
I mean, there was the wrestler. I don't remember him throwing swords, though. Like, I feel like that's got to be a Final Fantasy 4, 5, or 6 character, considering those are the only ones that I don't know at this point. Does Raubon count as a beefy himbo? No. Honestly, I'd put Raubon very solidly in the, just maximum dad category. He definitely, he's very, like, beefy himbo adjacent. It's just, for the most part, he's pretty smart, with the exception of major spoilers at the end of A Realm Reborn, probably. Noctis throws weapons and warps to them. Oh, right, and he did have the weapon. But yeah, I wouldn't... This way to the mausoleum. So what the hell is that floating thing up above? Oh, Bizarre Rock, and what do we get? Money, 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 maybe?
The Bizarre Rock transformed into a treasure rock.
It was the one Final Fantasy where he plays Cid the Dark Knight in the beginning. I thought it was Cecil. Or am I mistaken? But no, like, there's the beefy himbo with the heart of gold. As, like, that is a character trope. But there is also Giga Dad, which is, you know, exactly like Armstrong or, oh shoot, what was Ed and Al's mentor's husband? I don't remember his name, like, at all. But he was also a Giga Dad. And I mean, Bruno's dad, for example, in this one, is a Giga Dad. Where, like, they're probably the natural evolution of the beefy himbo. Where they've actually managed to learn about the world and develop themselves. And they're not as ridiculous. The rock thing you found on the other side opened the path to get to that island. What? Oh. Oh. I wonder if I haven't gotten it fully set up yet. Because I found one, but it said I kept a mental note of that if I had ever had to come back. I don't know. Melanie levels up to 25. Boy, getting up to level 30 is going to take some time, ain't it? Sig Curtis is Ednal's teacher's husband. Sig. There we go. Ooh, freeze day. Protects against freeze, which is probably pretty good. I'm trying to think of other Giga Dads. I mean, there's technically also What's-His-Face, the guy that just wouldn't stop showing the photo. He wasn't exactly the same breed of Giga Dad, but he was, like, beyond. He was just like Maximum Dad. Or something Dad. Yeah. Maze Hughes, I think it was, or something to that extent. Yeah, Hughes was... So part of the reason why I never finished Brotherhood, because I think I brought that up maybe yesterday, or maybe it was earlier today. All sense of time is gone. Hughes was by and far, like, my favorite character. I thought he was a fantastic like a fantastic guy, and like I loved every scene he was in. And then just like shit happens, and then I'm just like, never mind. I just like don't like this series anymore. Obviously, I pushed through and like finished the original series, but I just couldn't put myself through it a second time around. And then I think I did, but I just like couldn't do it again. But yeah, Dad. Yeah. Peak Dad. Probably peak Dad. Event?
You spot a sign standing prominently on the cape. This sign reads, "Strike the Stela somewhere on this island." Oh yeah? What will happen if you do, you wonder?
80% of the Trails games dads are Giga Dads. Oh, shoot.
You've found a Stela. You try gently knocking on it, as if to test its solidity. You swear you feel a rumble coming from the east.
I remember when I was in,
There's a message engraved on the Stela. It reads, "Those who would cross must strike me true."
I didn't mean to skip this. A Stela stands before you. Wasn't this a sign just a moment ago? Great, now you're seeing things.
You see another island across the sea. Why striking a Stela would allow you to cross, you haven't a clue.
Will you strike it anyhow? Beat it down!
You give the Stela a solid thwack. Not a moment later, the entire party begins to levitate. Before you know it, the strange power delivers everyone safely to the far island. Without warning, an old man leaps from the underbrush. "My replacement," he screeches. He sidles up to you. "Mind living on this here island in my stead?" he offers cloyingly. "Ew, no," you sneer. "Then by force it is," he shouts, leaping toward you.
What? This is probably for somebody's legendary weapon or something. Oh my god, this man is beefy. Well, this immediately went places. Quick check. We're pretty healthy. I'm gonna try freezing him. Nope. Cannot freeze the man. Well, in that case, I guess we're just going to beat him into submission. Let's see. 3 doll allies attacks for a couple of turns? Yeah, let's do it. Aha! He missed! Suck a duck, Grandpa. You ain't surviving this day, which I think is his goal. Bull rush.
Nice work.
Dang damage. Hell yeah. Oh, Zephyr. Nope. I like the damage is okay. But it's no bull rush damage. Bad damage. Damage. Oh, that reminds me. I gotta go back to reading.
Lucky.
What's that? What's the D&D? Oh. Uh-oh. Deadly poison. 2 to 12 points at fixed intervals. Alright, so this is gonna hurt. I'm gonna pass turns. We're just gonna hit him. We're gonna pop a Miracle Heart. Unfortunately, I don't think that gets rid of the deadly poison. But at least it heavily mitigates its effects. Let's see. Do I have any kind of curative that gets rid of poison? Paralysis, yes. Curse, yes. Revives targets, yes. Generates gems, also yes. I don't know. I think I'm just going to have to alternate between rounds of hitting him and then healing. I think I'll be fine. He doesn't actually do that much damage. No, I'm kind of okay. That hurts, though. Definitely good justification for hitting him with a, or keeping the healing up. His damage is bad. Luckily, between the two of them, they do enough. Not quite enough, but enough. I don't remember there being a duration on deadly poison either. Oh wait, no, it's gone. Hell yeah. Oh, that was a stab. That frankly looked like he was Hadokening me or something. Which honestly, like, I would not put past this game. Oh no, I didn't mean to roundhouse him. God damn it. I'm so used to roundhousing. Roll low, roll low. Damn it. No. Okay. I think I can do a flame. Honestly, I think I'm just going to go for the kill. There it goes. That is definitely a tough dad man. Alright. Woo! That's some EXP. Bruno levels up. Mar levels up. Not getting a whole lot of crazy new abilities, unfortunately. I was hoping we'd get some, like, sweet perks.
This island is cursed, the hermit explains, and he along with it. Doomed to spend eternity here unless he finds someone to take his place. Defeated, the old hermit sinks wordlessly to his knees. A lone tear tumbles down his weathered cheek. Monsters suddenly appear from who knows where. They surround the dejected old man and let out bitter cries of lament. "Come to console me, have you?" he says sweetly, petting each of them gently. He quietly nods, rises to his feet, and makes his way to you. The island gets as lonely as I do. Someone's got to keep her company. "You had better leave," the hermit says softly, handing you a garment that glows with an almost divine light. You feel yourself begin to levitate once more. Has he chosen to remain on the island after all? Is that what this is about? The party finds themselves back on the cape. The stela that once rose from the sand is nowhere to be found. You turn your gaze toward the hazy, solitary island in the distance. "Farewell," you say quietly into the wind.
Purest blessing. Legendary garb woven with divine blessings. Dang. Well, that's gotta be somebody's armor. You know, I actually, equipment. It's probably hers. Yeah, it is. So it makes her even faster. I guess I'll have her wear it. I don't think she needs the defense as much. Let's go for the damage. Flip side check. Yeah, we could check some flip sides. Unless we're talking armor. Unless there's story for it. Yeah, Hero's Armor is not the end. Oh, is there no flip side for this one? It's probably for the old man. Okay, characters. Nope, that's monsters. Characters. Characters. Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of these characters have flip sides. I was really hoping to potentially finish, like, hundo this game and then read every single flip side. I'm also not sure how to check. Like, which guy this would even be? Did we get a flip side for him? I don't think we did. I don't think we did. All right.